What's up, Cancer? Welcome to your November general read. This is going to be perfect for you if you're a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. This month, we're doing things a little different. Well, actually, we started last month. Last month was the pilot month. But I'm doing now general readings and love readings. So definitely be sure to tune into your love reading. This is just going to be general. Those of you who've been following me know, even though my general readings are just literally supposed to be general, I do tend to read more for love. This spread feels very much like a loving situation. Please take the messages as they resonate. And it's not going to resonate with every Cancer because every month it's not all about us. But please check out your other signs, your moon, your rising, your Venus, if this doesn't, so that can kind of like paint the full picture for you. And again, check out your love reading if you're interested and give a damn. Okay. Now I will say, Cancer, I almost was through with you guys this month because I feel like Cancer has been going through this like back and forth, back and forth. You know, Cancers have a really hard time moving on from things, especially things that they hold dear, or like have some type of like nostalgic essence to them for you. And I feel like all summer, like we were really battling along, like going with, it was like the same conversation about, kind of feeling heartbroken over something in the past that didn't work out, possible like third party situations for a lot of you guys. Air signs were very prominent in a lot of your readings. Fire was very prominent in a lot of your readings. So like when I was doing the pre-shuffle today, honey, the 8 of Swords fell out on top of the 5 of Cups. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this with Cancer anymore. Like I was about to give up on you guys. But this spread is actually legit, and I'm really happy. This month for you guys, Cancer, is going to be like aha moments, epiphany galore, okay? I feel like you guys are really, 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 especially if you've had problems like struggling in the past with like digging deep into your intuition and trusting your higher self. I feel like this month, you guys are really going to be doing that because you guys got the Unicorn card. So, Unicorn. This is the kind of the spirit that you guys are taking on this month, the animal spirit. Unicorns are wonderful. Unicorns are whimsical. When I saw this, I was so excited for you guys because I love unicorns. Like, they're my favorite fake but real animal. Like, I believe unicorns are real. Whatever. Point is, unicorns, they're all about like your intuition, right? Notice how the horn, oopsie, of the unicorn extends right there in that third eye chakra, right? That's where that's where it comes out of and extends to reach up, to reach truth and all that. So again, I really feel like this month, intuition is going to be big for you guys. You guys are going to be getting nudges all over the place on what to do, how to move. It's going to be up to you whether you listen. It's going to be up to you whether you trust. But I feel like the universe is really trying to align you up with some like serious happiness with things that you love. I feel like there will be big shifts. You guys got the Tower card, and you got the Lovers, and you got the Empress, and you got the Star, and you got the 2 of Cups. And. You guys have a lot of really good things. Now, with those beautiful cards, there are some like struggle cards, which a Tower can be a struggle card. You've got the 3 of Swords, right? So there is still this little bit of disappointment or heartbreak. I feel like this is something that's happened in the past. I don't feel like this is like present. I just feel like you guys are really healing from some things. But yes, intuition is going to be very big for you. Trusting the higher power, trusting yourself, and really reaching out to find truth and all that, okay? Now, bottom of the deck, unseen energy is Empress. Again, you guys are really at this place where you are devoted to building, right? Empress is like a manifesting genius, right? She can make anything happen. She can get anything she wants, and she does it with little effort. She does it with little whatever. Like, she has so much grace through it all, right? This energy, Empress card is ruled by Venus. Venus rules Taurus and Libra. You might have a Taurus or Libra on your mind this month. This could be what this is around, you know, what this has to do with. I don't know. General, right? But The great thing about the Empress is, first of all, she's beautiful. She's likable. She surrounds herself around beautiful things. Look at all this orange and all this this yellow. Her sacral chakra and her solar plexus chakra are lit the fuck up, right? That's why she is able to create. I always tell people, for me, the Empress is like if the magician and the high priestess, both the masculine, divine masculine, feminine, or divine masculine energy and divine feminine energy came together and had an earth baby, the earth baby would be the Empress, right? Because she is very much grounded in her intuition too, but she is earthly. She is still a person. She's a human being, and she's very grounded, right? She probably likes nature a lot. She probably, just very knowledgeable in all different ways, because she possesses both the physical abilities to make things happen, but she's still very she trusts her intuition, right? She still runs off with that divine feminine energy, and she's very nurturing. People really love her because she feels like she's Mother Earth, right? Again, you guys, this month, it's very important for you guys to build your foundations. I feel like some of you guys are saving. Maybe in order to do that, it could be in order to build a home. You could have that on your mind. I feel like Cancers might be trying to buy a home or another big purchase that's going to basically change your world, rock your life. Outside of that, I do feel like you guys, with these aha moments and these awarenesses that you guys are gaining for the month of November, I feel like you guys are going to be moving but slow. Okay? Very, very slow. Which, okay, fine, as long as you're moving. But let's start here. So you guys got the Tower card. I'm sorry. Whew. You guys got the Star card crossed by the Three of Swords. Three of Swords has been hella showing its face this month. Especially for, what signs did I read already today? I did Gemini. I did Taurus. I did Gemini and Taurus. I feel like they came in both reads. So if you are dealing with one of those people, definitely check, or if you have a lot of those signs in strong in your placements. But going back to what I was saying, I feel like you guys are coming to a point where you're trying to heal over something. Now, this Three of Swords energy for me feels like it's something in the past. And I say that too because in the recent past, and I'm sorry, I'm going to skip around, but this is what makes sense to me. This is what Spirit's telling me to do. In the recent past, there was something that you were really connected to, something that made you really happy, something that made you feel really lit up emotionally, right? This Nine of Cups energy is very much about happiness. It's about feeling emotionally stable. It's about being surrounded by things that you love and feeling good about it. I always tell people, like, this reminds me of like this guy who buys booths at the club, right? And he's just sitting there with his booth, all his bottles, and he can basically have whoever he wants come and join him, right? He can afford it. With his little red cap, he's very passionate and just a happy person. I feel like there was something in the past that you guys felt like you had. Now, it could be a relationship, but I don't feel like if it was someone that you're with, but just maybe someone that, emotionally made you happy. I still see you as this single person or whatever, but it feels like maybe that's not a thing anymore, right? So that was in the past. In the past, you were really connected to something. There was something that made you feel happy independently of anything else, right? And now we bring ourselves to the future and we're Three of Swordsing it. We're a little bit disappointed. We're trying to find healing from it. We're trying to find balance from within it. This could be based off of a third-party situation. I feel like we've had third-party conversation talks with you guys for the last few months. Also, keeping in mind, because I have to remind you guys every single time, third party does not necessarily mean cheating. Third party just means that there's another energy that is impeding on your relationship with whoever. So this could be a mama, a friend. This could be you talking to people. This could be you messing around with other people. But it feels like they're too many cooks in the kitchen type thing. There was some type of confusion based around your relationships or just your dealings with people in the past. I do feel like you were in a good place, but something happened, and that's where this Tower could come in too, right? So, because this Tower is at the root. So at the root, some shit hit the fan, period. And where maybe you were once, the Tower card, so this placement of the root card and the recent past card, for me, always go hand in hand. I almost feel like this is like the distant past, and this is like past. Like, because it feels like the Tower card is what sets the tone for what's happened, right? Like this Tower card is why everything's happening. This base, this root card is explaining why we're in this situation now. We're in this situation of healing, right? And having to get over something because shit hit the fan. Now that could be something being revealed. Again, could be third party. It could be some type of communication. But things are hitting, something hit the fan. It's like the universe came in and is shaking up your foundation, because whenever we get the Tower card, what it is implying to us is that whatever we were trying to build on, whether it be a relationship, a job, a project, whatever, we didn't start it out the right way, right? The foundations were shaky AF and not sturdy. This is the Jenga tower that falls over eventually because its foundations are just rocked, right? So I do feel like there may have been something in the past that you guys felt really fulfilled in, or yeah, you felt really happy and fulfilled with, but it feels like there's a loss now. I feel like shit hit the fan and there's a loss. And it feels like you guys are in a place where you guys are still trying to heal from it. Now, what's crowning you, again, I feel like a lot of you guys are focused on your funds. I feel like a lot of you guys are trying to consider making big purchases, especially with this Empress energy. It just really feels like you are trying to get you together. And secure, and whatever that means to you. So whether that means like, you know, securing your home, if you have kids, it could be for that. Maybe some of you guys are getting pregnant or trying to get pregnant or found out your girl's pregnant, or I don't know. But there is this, and you know, we're coming on the holidays. I just feel like there's this big need for you guys, like you want to save, right? Also feeling with this Four of Pentacles card that you guys might be a little bit, distant feeling to other people. You might be kind of shutting off your emotions, very much keeping to yourself, because of this Three of Swords energy and this Star energy. It's like whatever it is that you're trying to mend or heal, I feel like you want to do it on your own. So if there's people who are trying to like, hey, what's going on? Hey, yeah, hey, like you're just like, no, I'm good. Leave me alone. Shit. Like it almost feels like this very isolated energy of wanting to find out by yourself. The need to be alone to sit in whatever this is. I think that is very important too. If you are dealing with a heartbreak or something in the past, it is important that you are taking this time to heal and sit in the drama, sit in the trauma, sit in the pain. And I say that because when we don't sit long enough, we end up bringing that pain and that trauma to our new relationship, right? We end up basically self-sabotage. We end up sabotaging ourselves. So if there are things that you are still holding on to so tightly, I would definitely suggest, if you have people around you who you trust and love and want the best for you, I definitely think that it might be a good time to reach out to them, and just have these conversations, and not necessarily for getting a answer to your problem. But I feel like for you, Cancer, right now, a lot of you guys, I feel like you're almost like, it would just be nice if someone listened and didn't be like, but that happened because this, or, but if you just do this, or like, I don't feel like you're wanting replies right now. You just want someone to sit there and listen to you and be there for you. So you may be coming off a little bit distant. On top of you, I really feel like a lot of it is you're just really laser focused right now on building your empire. You're trying to get your money and coins together. So even if let's say there's any, like, y'all don't, like, you're in your feelings, but you're trying not to be in your feelings. It's almost like you feel like you don't have time to be in your feelings. You've got other things you want to do. And when you're in your feelings, you feel like you're stifled, right? That kind of energy. But again, I'm getting very clear as day that it's going to be important that if there is hurt and pain, to sit in it and really heal it this time, so you can move forward, because you don't want this cycle to repeat, right? We want to learn our lessons and move on and like have to fucking worry about some new lessons. We don't want to repeat the same thing over and over. To me, this feels like this is something that's been cyclical for you, and you've been repeating it over and over, and you're just like, okay, for real this time. Like, for real this time. Now, what I love is in the future, I do see you guys moving forward. This is near future Knight of Pentacles energy. This is a very reliable, stable energy, right? This indicates to me that you guys are taking the action and not so much moving, because the Knight of Pentacles, he don't move, right? This horse is lazy. Well, he's not lazy, but he's just not moving. Because Earth energy is very stable and secure. It doesn't move unless it makes sense to move, right? I do feel like you guys are moving towards things in terms of your career. Also, it could be love. I feel like whatever you guys are trying to do now, Cancer, is like you're going about it being very methodical, being very strategic, really sitting down, looking at the details of things like with a fine-tooth comb and doing it. So it's like whatever this process is, I feel like it's going to take longer than you want or longer than you anticipated, but I feel like at the end of the day, it's going to be for something good. Some of you guys are changing careers slowly. Like maybe, let's say you have a normal 9-to-5 at state or something, and maybe you've been slowly doing, I don't know, like say you're a creator of some sort. You've slowly been doing some other, you know, projects, picking up other projects here and there. You might slowly see that there's going to be a change in your employment, which I think would be good with this Nine of Pentacles, because it seems like it's something that it can be long lasting. I feel like you're just trying to work out everything how to do it. But I also feel like this is you guys slowly moving on from heartbreak that happened in the past and trying to heal and move forward. And you may be extending this Knight of Pentacles to someone, right? You may be extending this to someone. Now, in your fears, you guys have the Five of Wands. I think you guys just don't want drama right now. I think you just don't want drama. You might be specifically not wanting drama with a fire sign person, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Yeah. Because, and maybe this is honestly too, like internal conflict with yourself. The Five of Wands can be internal conflict with, you know, with us, but it's all about chaos. It's all about competition. It's all about just things being kind of out of whack and disorderly. The way in which, Cancer, I feel like you've been moving these last couple months is like you've been walking on eggshells, trying to not ruffle anybody's feathers, but that might mean at the end of the day, ruffling your own. I feel like in many ways, what was most important to Cancer was like, okay, whatever, like I don't really want to do this, but if this is what makes her happy or if this is what makes them happy, then I'm going to go for it. Now I feel like it's catching up to you through your healing that you're like, okay, if I'm not happy first and foremost, I'm not going, like, I can't make anybody else happy. I feel like that's a really big awareness coming to you guys this month, right? So you guys trying to do things from the outside in, I feel like has not been working. And I almost feel like you're going to hit that realization. Like, here I've been making decisions based on these motherfuckers so they could be happy. They're still not happy because they're still coming at me with drama. There's still always a problem. There's still always an argument. I'm not happy because this isn't even the decision that I wanted to make. So it's like, what did I even do that for anyways? I'm better off if I at least follow my heart, because I feel like these people are just not going to be satisfied with whatever I'm doing. And you know what? If that's how you've been feeling, you're right. They're not going to be, because the problem is not you, no matter how much they try to make you the problem. The problem is their shit. The problem is their insecurities. The problem is their problems. The problem, like, it's theirs. My God, don't take that on, Cancer. But it feels like you guys are really coming to a place where you're like, look, I don't want the drama, but if drama's going to be what it's going to be, that's just what it's going to be, and I'm fine. Because this is a part of my process. This is a part of what I need to go through to heal. This is a part of what I need to go through to build my empire. I'm trying to be Empress. I'm trying to listen to my higher self. I'm trying to honor myself finally. Because I feel like whenever I've honored other people in the past, it still didn't do me any good. And now here we are both pissed, where at least if I'm honoring myself, I can be happy and they can be however they feel. Right? It's a very hard thing for Cancer to say, though. But I think it's going to be very important. And through this, again, I feel like this is a cyclical thing with you guys. Through these cycles that you're going through, it's like more and more, the more and more you go through it, it's like finally slowly clicking. Not that it didn't click before, but again, you guys are just so selfless. Like, a Cancer will sacrifice their happiness for somebody else all the time. I hate that. 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 I'm not saying I hate you guys, Cancer. I love you guys. I hate that because I can relate, because I'm a Cancer rising. I hate that because my mom's a Cancer. I get it. My sister's a Cancer rising. My son's a Cancer rising. My brother's a Cancer rising. I was in love with a Cancer. I have many friends that are Cancers. I hate that because I see that in all my relationships with Cancers, and I see that it comes from the best place possible. But I also see how it is detrimental at the end of the day. It never, ever works for you guys, right? It never, ever works for me when I get wound up in that way. Like I said, Cancer rising. Never. Never. So really be trusting your intuition this month. You guys might be getting hits that make you feel like you're getting ideas or hearing things, seeing things that make you feel like in your Cancer mind it would be like, oh, but that's selfish. But it's like, no, Spirit's actually encouraging you to go that way. You guys, everybody has something they need to learn. Now, Cancers, you guys are like the mothers of the zodiac, right? Like you guys have that very mother, nurturing, beautiful energy. But you can't be mama to everybody, okay? Can't do it. Sorry, I got off on a tangent, but I felt like that was really important for you guys to hear. Now, in your environment, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, you guys have gotten her a lot of times too. Again, I feel like there's always been this back and forth between Cancer, fire signs, and air signs. Cancer, fire signs, air signs. Cancer. Every single month, there is this connection between Cancer, fire, and air. Okay? Now, if the connection is that this Three of Swords card, right? This heartbreak that you've experienced in the past, something that made you extremely happy, and now you're trying to find healing through it because it slipped away, you let it slip away, it walked away, you walked away, whatever. If this Three of Swords is her, there's a very big chance that this month, especially towards mid to end of the month, Cancer, you find yourself trying to communicate with this air person. Remember, in the near future, you've got the King or the Knight of Pentacles, and look at how the Knight of Pentacles is coming towards the the Queen of Swords. Slow moving, right? Some of you guys might be really thinking about reconciling, and I say that too because right above that, you guys have the Two of Cups. Again, this month for you guys is very important in terms of really going for what it is that you want. All the sacrifices that Cancer has ever made, this month, Spirit is asking you to make the ultimate sacrifice for yourself for what you want. Where do you align? Where do you connect with? Where are you happiest? Some of you guys, that's with an air sign person. Some of you guys may be trying to go towards this air sign person and moving slow because you're a little shook. Because there's been some things that have happened in the past. There's been some chaos that's happened in the past. And you might feel a little bit like they're standoffish. I mean, look at this Knight of Pentacles is behind her. She's not even looking at him, right? So you might feel like, oh God, this person's going to give me the time of day. But I do feel like they'll be accepting towards your communication. Now, where that leads you guys in terms of moving on, moving forward, whatever, I don't know. That's going to be different for everybody. But it feels like at the end of the day, you guys are in this place where you've had things that you loved in the past, and for whatever reason, you let those things go or those things slipped out of your fingers. And I feel like you guys are thinking about that again. Ooh, shit. So, Two of Swords, total like soulmate potential. This could be a soulmate that you're with. This means someone that you were very passionate with, someone that you felt really like harmonious with, and things were fair and equal, and you guys really balanced each other out. You guys have the same interests. You guys fill each other's cup, that kind of thing. And look, this is sitting right above the Queen of Swords. That's another reason why I say it really could be an air sign for a lot of you guys who have been going back and forth with this air sign, fire sign shit. Now, what's above that potential outcome? Does it get any better than that? The Lovers, okay? Could be a Gemini person, right? Or someone with Gemini in their chart with this Queen of Swords and Lovers card. But the Lovers card is all about choice. It was originally called the Choice card, right? Everyone, well, not everybody. Everybody knows. No, but people know this, okay, right? So it was originally called the Choice card. Now, with that choice, I always explain, I don't so much for me, it never feels like a choice of do I love her or do I love her? Although it can be. At the end of the day, the choice card indicates needing to make a choice on either going for this something that we love or moving on. Because at the end of the day, we all know what we love. We already know what we love. We already know who we love. We already know these things. It's whether we're going to be vulnerable enough, you know, to shed our skin with this snake, right? be vulnerable enough to stand here naked, and not necessarily physically naked, but stand here naked in our truth, stand here naked in our feelings, and go for the things that we really want. Go for the people that we really want. Go for the circumstances we really want. You know, it's not about deciding if we like her or her, him or him. Are you going to do something about it? That's really what it's about. Like, damn, okay, you like me. You love me. Are you going to do something about it? The fact that you guys have the Lovers and the Two of Cups together and they're right on top of each other, this is a really extremely passionate, wonderful connection that you have with someone. I do feel like this is someone that you let go in the past and now you're eating shit for it, right? And this could be also if there's things that have happened in your work situation with work, you really coming to a place where you're healing and figuring out what it is that you align with more when it's in terms of work, you know, in terms of what you want to do, in terms of what you want your legacy to be out there in the world. But this is really beautiful energy with the Lovers, the Empress, the Two of Cups, the Star. Like, you guys have so much going on. That's great. But I feel like the main thing is you guys need to honor this Tower. I feel like towers keep hitting and you guys keep letting them be like, it's okay, I'll just like build on top of this. No, let the fucking tower hit. Let it hit. Let it hit. Let it crumble. Let it crumble. That is God trying to help you. That is God trying to help you. Stop going back and hurting yourself and Three of Swordsing it. And I feel like you guys are really at a place where you're going to. It's like you guys are getting complete clarity, right? You're getting all that clarity of what you want, and you're going to build off of that. I feel like you guys are really coming to a place where you're going to really honor your feelings, your wants. What makes you feel like you're on fire in the best way possible, right? Okay, so you guys also got employment change. So it says your career path is leading you to a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. Exactly. What did I say about those of you who felt like you could have been taking on different things in terms of career and maybe that's starting to pick up? There is employment change coming for some of you guys, definitely, and I think that's really beautiful. I just think it might take a little bit of time. It's a little bit slow. I think you guys are trying to get very clear on what you want so that this move is, it makes sense. You know what I mean? It makes sense. But this is beautiful, Cancer. You guys have a lot to look forward to. I mean, a lot to look forward to. Continue to save if you're trying to make those big purchases. Continue to heal if there's something that, you know, has been bothering you. It's really important to sit in the pain so that you can move on from it in the best way going, you know, forward and possible. If there's communication that you feel like you've been needing to have with someone, especially if there's someone that you feel like is a soulmate, someone that you feel like you love, someone that you feel like was your world, but you lost them to some, I don't know, some drama. I think it's okay to make that connection. I think it's okay to reach out. And it may take a little bit of time to build up that courage, but I think it's okay. I think you'll actually be received more warmly than you think. Okay? So, please check out your love reading. I'm going to do that right now. The description will be in the box below. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everybody who likes and shares and subscribes and leaves cool comments. And just thank you, thank you. I'll see you guys in the love. Right? Bye, Cancer.